Hey, you. Yeah, you listening, watching, whatever it is you're doing. Stop what it is you're doing and listen to my voice right now. Unless you're driving, just keep driving and continue to listen. We got a few things to talk to you about tonight. One, if you're not already doing so, please make sure you follow us on Instagram. That way you can stay up to date with all of our upcoming shows, our events, giveaways, and more. You can find us on Instagram at The Funky Panther. That's where we're going to be most of the time. Two, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll really go a long way in helping us grow the channel. We're really wanting to kind of fly up there when it comes to our YouTube subscribers. So subscribe, like, comment. It really, really, really help us out. And three, let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. Message us on Instagram. Call us at the TFP Hotline Bling.
And I know when that hotline bling.
At 817-677-0408. And again, just let us know how we're doing. Did we do something well? Did we do something bad? What did Javier do to piss you off today? We want to hear from you, so let us know. And have a wonderful day. Stay good.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? What?
Motherfucker, back your fucking head!
Yeah, I told him, I was like, stop sending me this shit. And he goes, oh. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Stop sending this shit. And then every now and then, and I can always tell just by looking through, there's going to be like some lady that shows nipple or something. I'm like, okay, I'll give this one a watch.
You gotta, yeah.
Let me just, it's worth the risk. You know what I mean? Like, I click on it and it's shitty. I tried.
Of course.
Right.
Why do you need ChatGPT for basketball?
So
He said NBA.
I think I can help with this whole NBA situation. Yeah, but I had to write like this 7-page paper, and I was like, "Hey, check my work."
Man butts ahoy. Right?
What the fuck?
NBA.
Man butts ahoy. That's what it's for.
Okay. Are we
just
gonna actually do
pictures
the
of
whole
man
intro?
butt.
Because we should probably hit that now. If you
Oh,
want to.
I'm looking at the YouTube thing, and it's like, we got 15 seconds.
We do not.
Yeah, I guess.
Get in here. We got to start.
Oh,
the
fuck.
show.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
We got to start the show.
We haven't done it in a while.
They didn't hear me say the stuff about the H word, did they?
Who knows?
Oh, God, did they? Okay.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got an episode for you. Here on episode 193. Hooray!
God damn, 193.
So sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier,
I'm Tim.
and we are the Funky Panther! How sweet it is. 5 years going.
And
Five
5
fucking years.
Yeah. We should be a lot higher on the number, but,
Look, everyone's got to take breaks,
Yeah,
but
I know.
we're
taken
still
a lot of
going.
breaks, and
Yeah.
We've done a lot of different things, and we've slacked off a lot. And,
I don't know, man.
Life happens.
Taking care of your mom isn't slacking off.
well, I'm not talking about just that.
Oh.
Like, I slacked off in that department.
Yeah.
You did what in that department?
slacked off.
You jacked off in that department?
No.
Which department?
In the slacking off department.
I was with someone this weekend, and they're like, "Hey, do you ever just go to Home Depot and
Walk.
just to use the restroom?" I'm like, "Are we talking about like the toilets that aren't hooked up to anything? Like, what are you talking about
No,
right now?"
use the family bathroom.
But they like drive all day, and so they're like specific about like I would go to QT. QT's a nice
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes.
when you're driving around nonstop, you're going to find that hella bathroom, and apparently Home Depot or Lowe's are some of them.
I
don't
think
know.
Lowe's would be the superior bathroom because Home Depot is the working man's bathroom. So guys that are coming off the job site, picking up like lumber or whatever, and they go and they're full of sawdust and they got to take a shit. And
So what happens? What happens if you're in public like you're in the public, you're out and about, and you have one of those urges where you've got to take a shit, but it's like
those kind
it's
of
a
urges.
full on. Your clothes have to come off shit.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing like a
Regular clothes.
Have you ever had this situation where all your clothes had to come off?
Yeah.
Like you're
But
fighting for your life. Have you never had that?
I mean, yeah, but it's like so rare. So you're talking about these super uber rare situations.
But you're out in public.
Got it. Okay. I feel like I've done that, and I don't want to tell the story, but I did do that in like a Rocky Mountain National Park, like essentially like an outhouse, and it was not okay. I think I ended up just tossing my underwear in in that situation.
But I mean, I've never had one of those situations where I've been like, oh, dude, I'm gonna like, because I don't know if y'all are like me, where I'll if it's bad, I get really sweaty.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to be drenched in sweat.
You mean like food poisoning?
No, just like
fart?
something just hits and you're just like instant, like your body's upset with you. Your whole body just like starts sweating everywhere. You're sliding off the seat.
It's like something in your brain just starts pulling levers, like get him, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It's like the feeling where you've been holding it and your body knows you're getting close to home, and
that's the
it's
worst.
like-
What
It
the
is.
fuck is up with
It's
that?
like
It's like the more that you think about it.
it's like your body's like, okay, loosen up a little now, and you're like, no, don't loosen up.
I got 5 minutes left in my drive.
Yeah, stop, please.
At work, there's 3 floors that I like to go to the restroom in.
Because nobody's in them, right?
The top 2 floors, because they used to be like where the executives were, and so it's like marble floors, really extravagant bathrooms. Like you just feel safe. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Buc-ee's bathroom where it's just completely enclosed. Or the basement, which also has a pretty decent bathroom. But it never fails. As soon as I get, like I'm fine, and I get up to the elevator shaft, and then it just fucking hits. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to shit in this elevator. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Hey, if you shit in the elevator, are you quitting? Are you done?
You just
There's a
drop it
camera.
and walk out.
There's a camera in the elevator.
Oh,
right?
of course there are. Yeah,
But I'm just saying, like, is that like that's your that's your force? You know how like quietly quitting?
Yeah.
Or they're trying to quietly fire you. They start putting things in the water.
to make you shit
We're
yourself.
gonna make these motherfuckers just shit all over the
Let's
place.
see
Never
who's too
come back.
embarrassed.
They're
to-
never gonna come back. And if they do come back, we're gonna hit them with a trespassing.
Jesus. Yeah, maybe that could be part of
One
the plan.
way or another, we're gonna make sure that they are not rehireable. That's what's happening.
Oh, so what did he do to leave your place of employment? Oh yeah, he took a shit in the elevator.
He
He just shit himself in the elevator. He
Just
just walked
shit off.
away. He didn't even tell the janitor. He just went
just
down to the
left.
bottom and he left. As a matter of fact, he went out. He got to the 3rd floor and then took the stairs all the way down.
I think at that point you have to, though. I think you just have to leave.
Do you think there's anyone that's really that maniacal that has like not even just one person, but like a company or a organization that has like completely went to like fucking someone's like bowels up or something like that?
I don't know if like
just
a
to ruin
company,
lives.
but like individuals, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
individuals.
individuals have done that to multiple people.
I'm thinking like at war. You think if someone's at war and then like someone just like sends them like I don't know cans of food, but the cans of food are laced.
tainted, yeah. Or the brown note. I wonder. I think the brown note's actually real.
I
The what?
think you're right.
Oh,
The
the
brown
brown
note,
note. Okay.
Was that South Park?
Yeah. So I mean, the government's done some really fucked up shit when they're coming up with like
Gay frogs.
Well, they tried to come up with. They tried to make a gay bomb.
Gay bomb. Yeah, in World War II.
So yeah, in World War II, they tried to make a bomb that released a pheromone that would just make all the soldiers in the fucking trenches fuck each other. Because then they're gonna be so busy having sex with each other that the war's over.
Is it wrong that I kind of wish that they actually made that happen? Like, wouldn't we be just a happier world? Just like
Maybe.
war ended, just a bunch of people getting it on. You know?
Can't stop cheesing on you.
Well, wasn't it like whenever we were close with Cuba and like the borders opened up or whatever, like we
Yeah.
had an embassy or something there, and then they
Well,
had
they were
like
hitting the sound stuff. Yeah.
right the sound waves, and they were like making people sick,
Oh yeah, they were.
and so they all had to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed like I thought it was made up when they said that on the news. I'm like, there's no fucking way that's a real thing. Apparently, it was a real thing.
You hit someone with enough EMF or whatever, whatever it is, electronic,
EMPs.
What is it?
electric magnetic field, EMF. Yeah,
What is it?
IMF.
it's just
I am
electronic
legend.
magnetic frequencies. That's what it is, and then it just bombards you with it. Yeah, I'm sure it can make you sick.
I'm sure it can. I mean, that's what it sounded like happened.
You watched what was that? Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his brother was like, he thought like the power lines were making him sick and all that
Right.
stuff. Sorry, that's a spoiler if you haven't seen it. It's been out long enough.
Come on.
Same thing, same, but just a lot stronger.
Right. It's where you gotta wear your tinfoil hat.
Could you imagine though if you had that technology, like the brown note technology, I'd have it installed in my car. Motherfucker cuts me off. I just hit the button. Like, I just ruined your day.
I'd be honest with you. That's probably the absolute best use you could have for it.
Yeah,
it's like a directed. If like someone cuts you off, boom, you got to shit yourself now, don't you, bud?
I would drive down like 7th Street at night, and I drive by El Chingon on purpose so that way
You'd
all
have to have
those
it like where because
motherfuckers-
it'd be directional, right? So you'd have to have like
I'd have 2 speakers going both ways and driving down real slow.
Just hit them all.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'll play "Drive Slow" by Kanye West while
you just
I'm doing
embed
that.
it into the music.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh
you
my
don't
God.
know. Yeah, it's
Brings me back to high school and having the PA system blare down Main Street and Stockyards.
So, boys, what have y'all been up to? Because it's been a minute since we've all been together and gotten into this room.
It has.
You hadn't been here the longest, Chad, so you go ahead. And
I just wrapped up my first MBA class, so
Cool.
waiting
Man
to
butts
get my.
ahoy. That's
Man
what
butts
we
ahoy.
decided. That's what it is.
It's either basketball or man butts ahoy. It's not anything to do with college education, but yeah. So that's just about. I mean, that's done. I took my exam, just waiting for the scores. Should be good. Did a little. We went to Seattle not too long ago. That was a lot of fun.
Did you end up in Leavenworth?
We went to Leavenworth for a night. It was beautiful.
Did you go to the prison?
We did not.
No,
I was going to say, I thought that was just a prison town.
Yeah, I was like, you're going there for a conjugal or what?
No, like Leavenworth. Apparently, like I was here. Like I hung out with my buddy Tavo that lives up there, and he was like, "Yeah, Leavenworth was just this like town that was kind of just dying." And they're like, "What can you do, state of Oregon, to save our town?"
We'll build a prison.
The Leavenworth that we're talking about is not up in that side.
Oh, is it not? Okay, I was like, I don't even know.
believe it is. Yeah.
So essentially, this town was dying, and they're like, "Well, it looks like you're in the Alps. Like the mountains are surrounding you. It's gorgeous."
See, I saw that you was tagged Leavenworth, but I was like, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
This looks too nice to be here.
It was awesome. And apparently they just kind of used that and like, you know what, make it into like a nice little German town. And that's exactly what it was. Like there was a lot of German bars and
that's
gingerbread
cool.
spots and a really good brewery. Shout out to Lance and some of his friends from the area that gave us some recommendations. But yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, it was a quaint little German town.
It was.
Okay.
It was cold as shit, man. Like it was so cold. We were in Seattle and it was chilly because of the wind, really.
Yeah.
But then you get up and you don't realize, like halfway to Leavenworth, it just starts pouring snow on top of us, and the mountain, like it goes from no snow to like all the trees are covered, like almost instantly.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. You just kind of hit this like elevation, and it's just all snow. But yeah, it was cool, and we saw a lot. Yeah, we just had a great time. It was fun.
Did you see some wildlife? Any animals? Any eagles out there? Any nude people sunbathing on the Puget Sound?
Honestly, I don't think I saw any of those things.
Well,
there was an aquarium, and
cool.
so like you can walk up to the aquarium, and like there's actually an aquarium above you without even having to go inside and pay. And so I saw a shark. I don't know if that counts for anything.
like
but
you don't have to go inside the pay. It's
no, there's just like an aquarium above you.
So in Leavenworth, the sky is an aquarium.
Well, no, this is Seattle. Sorry,
It's-
we're back to Seattle.
Back to Seattle.
Leavenworth doesn't have an aquarium.
Look, I've been to Seattle, and I know the sky's. What were you on,
Dude.
The sky's not an aquarium.
Aren't shrooms legal up there?
I don't know. They do have smoke
It's a gray
shops.
area. It's a
Or,
gray
or
area.
cocaine? Or
It's a gray area.
yeah.
Yeah, so did that, and then I this past weekend spent like 25 hours acting in a show that our buddy Jesus from Spectre, previously
Yeah, I saw
TFTI,
that.
has
I
put
saw
together.
that, yeah.
So that was a ton of time and work, but I can't wait to see what.
Can you
what it turns out.
disclose anything on that, or did you sign your NDA? Did you?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be like this short series, episodes that's going to come out. I don't know when. It's very like I don't know
It'll
a lot
come
of
out
things.
when it's finished.
Yeah, but it's about like I guess it's 6 characters, and it's kind of think Workaholics, but in a barbershop. I guess sort of.
So it's barbershop.
No,
Like barbershop with Ice Cube.
no.
You just said it's like Workaholics with barbershop.
Yeah, but like it's not like barbershop. It's just some of it's in a barbershop.
Is it about 3 white people that get high all the time and just go to a barbershop?
No.
Because that'd be like barbershop, basically.
No.
And Queen
to be honest with
Latifah's
you,
and Queen Latifah's there.
I've never seen any of the barbershops.
Really?
They're not for us.
We are not
Y'all aren't the
we're not the
demographic.
demographic for barbershop.
Do you ever feel uncomfortable whenever you watch shows that are definitely not made for us?
Like Nothing But Love or
Like I've never seen any of the Medeas.
really?
Yeah.
Medea goes to jail.
I feel like
Happy Halloween, Medea.
I tried to watch one Medea, and I was like, "This is not for me." Generally, I'm on board. Medea is not.
And
for
it's
me.
not that it's that I don't understand it. Like I just
Yeah.
don't get the cultural references and things
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, we'll learn more about it in the future.
I liked Barbershop though.
We should have like Juan and Jesus on at some point to
Yeah.
talk about it because they were actually they were the ones that wrote it, and so they know a lot more about it than me.
See, I've always wanted to write like a script or screenplay. Or
You
whatever.
can now.
I don't
with
know.
ChatGPT.
I don't know the first thing to like how to do it, so I really do need to sit down with them at some point because I've got some ideas.
Dude, I will tell you, this whole process has been very eye opening. Like the filmography, like doing different takes and different like how he was going different positions with the camera, and we were just like nonstop. And then we've been doing script reads for 2 months now. He had like 3 comedians, his son Juan, and me that were like the actors in it. And the comedians were fucking great. Like CJ Starr is right here in DFW. Jenny is also in DFW, and then Freddie is up in Vegas, and he flew down for it or whatever. But they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I think that CJ is going to be at Hyenas tomorrow, and I
cool.
might try to go see him, but I've been exhausted with work and shit. But we'll see.
I understand.
But yeah, I guess that's about it. Just been. And wedding planning, trying to figure out, what, when, where, and all that good stuff. So
And how?
yeah.
and how.
Yeah.
It's just been nonstop.
You never know how.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, you get married, right?
Well, sure. I would say it's a new, it's a new experience, but it's not a new experience, so I can't say that.
It is still.
You know
a new
they say about
experience.
experiences in general, they're experiences.
Yeah, it's just.
It doesn't have to be a new experience, but an experience nonetheless.
But with a new experience, you never really know what you're going to get.
True,
Right.
but you know what you're going to get with this one because it's an experience.
But it is new. This episode is sponsored by Methatorin Extreme because sleep is for the weak. Ever wished you could outrun your own thoughts? Need an energy boost that makes Adderall look like baby aspirin and meth seem like a casual hobby? Then you need Methatorin Extreme, the only energy drink packed with the raw intensity of pharmaceutical-grade stimulants and the untamed virility of an angry bull in mating season. 1,200 milligrams of caffeine because the FDA can't tell us what to do. Super concentrated taurine harvested from bulls that never lost a fight. Formulated in a lab, banned in 3 countries, praised in underground fight clubs, may or may not be flammable. 1 sip of Methatorin Extreme, and you'll be grinding your teeth like a Vegas poker addict, while unlocking the ability to hear colors and bench press your own insecurities. Studies show that after drinking just 1 can, test subjects ran to work on foot and called their exes with perfect clarity about why it didn't work out. Methatorin Extreme. It's not a drink, it's a lifestyle regret. Use promo code BovineCrank at checkout for a free ride to the pawn shop because, trust us, you're going to want to sell some stolen power tools after just 1 sip. Disclaimer, this is not a real ad, and Methatorin Extreme is not a real product, but we wish it was. If your brand likes marketing on the edge of insanity, hit us up. We're down for anything.
Well, I mean, it's a new type of experience.
It's new
but
type.
but it's not. Well, no, it's an experience that's still an experience.
I say experiences are
experience.
still great. Sometimes the experiences are better than the first one.
Yeah.
And sometimes, so yes.
Sometimes just as good as the third one
Or 8th.
or eighth.
Or 8. Wait, who's been married 8 times?
Secretly,
My dad. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
The only last thing I want to mention is I went to this training today where it's for installing internet,
Yeah.
right? Essentially.
So you've learned how the internet's installed.
Sort of. Mostly we learn how to climb ladders and how not to be slapped on the hand by EH&S, like people coming in and checking on us, whatever. But a lot of ladder stuff.
Yeah.
But I realized something about myself today.
You don't like heights?
Well, I mean, okay with heights.
Okay.
I I'm a little competitive. I don't know if
Oh, really?
I don't know if y'all know this about me. I literally realized this today.
Did you, Chad?
I did, because this guy ran up the ladder. He you got to do about 100 steps just to climb a ladder.
Let's just get into what you're wearing first when you're doing this.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing this big old leather belt, right?
Oh, I like leather belts.
I've got 2 big D rings, like big metal D rings.
The old D ring.
I mean, like ones that you just got.
How big are the D rings?
I mean, they're that big.
God damn,
Big
boy!
enough to get my
That's a big ass boy.
big enough to get my hands in there.
Yeah, you can get your fucking hands in there. Like you can
okay.
kind of cuff yourself
All
in
right.
your own belt.
I like to cut myself.
And they've got
in
like
there.
a little bag in the back so you can hold your goods.
like a satchel,
but like an open satchel. Kind of like think of like a rock climber, like dip it in their hand
like an
and
open
chalk.
purse.
Yeah.
like a camel's testicle. If you opened it up wide.
Honestly, yes, exactly. Just like one, because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're big. So maybe just half of that. But
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you got to put your. I already forgot the fucking name. FDE. I think it's FDE, like the AC check or whatever, to make sure that I don't get electrocuted.
Yeah.
I think it's called FDE. So you put that in your bag, and you got these different straps.
The fucking dick examiner.
Right, exactly.
The fucking
You're
dick
so
examiner.
good with fucking acronyms,
I know
man.
acronyms, man.
I just can't even remember them, so I'm glad you can.
Look at Mitch.
Leather belt and D-rings from
you-
the chat. What did I click
Mitch,
on?
you clicked on the you
The
know
right
exactly
thing.
what you clicked on.
So I'm wearing
actually.
this belt, and I've got this strap like with some like major what do you call the clicky clip things?
Lighter.
Like carabiners.
Carabiners. But
Whoa! What? Care what?
he said it. I didn't. So you on one of them.
Cara, not care.
Cara what?
Carabiner.
Listen.
Oh hell no!
Take care, Beaner. So we've got on the back, you've got to hold it to clip it in, and then that way it unlocks the front. Like these are heavy duty fucking clips, right?
Yeah, so you don't fall off.
Right.
Is it essentially like you're rock climbing? Like you're wearing a girdle?
Yeah. It's not going underneath my crotch.
Oh, okay.
It's just tight right above the hips.
Dude, those things are nice though because they really accentuate the
penis?
yes. It's nice. So if you don't have
You
much,
really like clothing that accentuates the penis.
I
Let's-
do.
Hold on.
I
Let's take
do.
a minute. You like gray sweatpants on like that's something that you wore
Yeah,
and
I like-
talked about
I
a
like
lot.
gray sweatpants.
You bought underwear specifically for the way they make your junk look.
no, not to make my junk look.
We both know.
They do make your junk look good.
Yeah.
But I bought them to separate things, and it just happens to
make it look
good.
fatter.
And then you like wearing things that make your,
Accentuate
pull it up.
Yeah.
I did that when I worked at Best Buy. You know, you had to wear those khakis, and
Did you make sure they
everyone
were a little tight?
Yeah, I did, and with my famous Stars and Straps belt buckle, and all the girls that worked at customer service and at Car Audio. You remember Morgan from
Oh, yeah.
Car Audio? Well, they
Used
would
to buy
always
weed from
like, huh?
I used to buy weed from her.
Really?
Yeah.
I miss her. She was so cool. But no, they would just like make it curve enough to where it makes it look like I got a fat old package. I'm like, okay, this works. This, I'm working
still
with
have
what I
those?
got. I might. I still have shirts that I wore back in those days.
Buddy, I don't know if your waist can fit into it.
Oh no, I can probably fit one leg in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. That's like 10 sizes ago.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No carabiners. But yeah, no, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Proceed,
you're good.
Chad.
You're good. So I've got this big leather belt with 2 big D rings, a carabiner with this long strap, and then a little bag with my electricity detector and another strap.
Okay.
So you got to have the ladder. You pull it, kind of away from the pole.
Sure.
And then there's a rope, so you can kind of extend it upward. So I'm like pulling on this rope so it clicks all the way up because we're going quite a ways up this, it's electricity pole, so it's pretty big. And then you got to strap the bottom for safety, obviously.
Yeah.
So you got to strap the bottom, and then you climb up. And when you get up top, first thing you got to do is check electricity because the pole could be
energized.
The
electrified,
actual
energized.
pole, the wooden pole.
The wooden pole, because they can be wet, and if there's like a wire coming through, it could be, it could kill you. So you kind of check everything, and then you wrap around the pole and you strap yourself in, and then you strap another thing in. So you're like double strapped in there. So there's one through the ladder and the pole, and there's one just connecting the ladder to the pole because the first one goes to you too, right?
I'm trying to picture this in my head.
So,
So-
I want to quiz you just real quick. I want
Okay.
to because I want to see if you.
I'm
know
going
this.
to fail.
So on the ladder, that
Yeah.
little rope thingy that you pull, what is the technical name of that?
Well, the guy said rope, so I'm going to go with rope.
It's a halyard.
I don't fucking know.
It's a didgeridoo.
So
I would take didgeridoo.
No, you wouldn't. So I'm at the top of this thing. I've got this yellow strap that I've wrapped around the pole to kind of give you a visual. It's wrapped around the pole and connected to my belt, so I can kind of
You can lean back.
lean
Is
back
it just
on
one?
It's just one thick belt, right? And so it's hooked onto my D-ring, so I can kind of lean back and kind of sit back in my little belt.
Got a little trust fall situation there.
Yeah, and then you have the other one that actually connects the ladder to the pole. So that one's really what's connecting that, but this one just kind of helps you out, right? So you don't have to. Otherwise, for safety, you have to have 3 points of contact. You got to have your feet and at least one hand at all times. So if you could switch hands, you got to do this. You can't go grab around the thing at the same time.
Or maybe you can.
And yeah, you'll die, or I don't know. That's what they said. So the whole thing about this is it's 100 steps to climb a ladder, which seems to be something simple,
Yeah,
right?
Steps?
100
However,
steps.
well, not actual 100 steps on a
Oh,
ladder.
oh.
You got to do
100
this, and this,
Like,
and this,
God
and this.
damn,
Yeah.
dude. No wonder 9/11 didn't work. I mean, it worked, depending on what side you're on, but... you know.
Wow. But no, so I realized that when the guy got up there before me, I was like, oh, I could do that so much faster. So
I can do that. I can do it.
So my first thought was not like, this guy is safe. This guy's doing good work. I'm like, I could fucking do it better. And when I did, and I got down, and the trainer was like, great job. I'm like, thank you. It was like this validation that I didn't need, that I did though. You know what I mean? And it wasn't only that. Like, it wasn't just the ladder. It was, we had to go through this whole exercise of like the safe way to pull a ladder off the top of a truck. And I killed it.
Yeah.
Everyone else was hog shit.
Chad didn't get enough validation as a child, so now he's seeking it in ladder climbing, which is fucking weird.
And then I was in my car driving home, and I'm like, I think I got a fucking problem. But yeah, that was something I recognized.
Check
It is what it
myself
is.
into therapy again, and
Yeah.
we got to bring this up
Notes
because
from
I
my
don't understand
therapist.
this.
Listen,
What's wrong with me?
It's okay. All right. Like I can't be competitive in sports because I'm too big to be good at it. I can't be competitive in games
depends
because
on
I don't
what
have
kind of-
enough time to play games to be good at games anymore.
I think you can do
so
good
I
in
got to get it
slapping.
in where I can. You know what I
It
mean?
depends on what kind of
That's
sports.
what she said.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to pick up Danny. Danny's in town now, and so we've been hanging out probably once a week or so. And so I'm like, he was like, "You want to pick up tennis again?" I was like, "That'd be fucking fun." Also, pickleball's a fun thing. I want to learn how to play pickleball. So there's that.
Chad's bricked up over a ladder. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should do pickleball unless you fucking stretch first. Because
No, I
we all
agree.
know what happened whenever we try to play fucking racquetball.
I know, and I have not had any issues with my calf literally until this past week. It like tightened up on me, and I was like, "What the fuck? It's been a while."
Better get that sleeve out again.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm good, but I will stretch.
So
agreed.
I had a little surgical procedure.
Yes, tell us.
It's a very little one.
I can't wait to hear about this.
So I had to have a tooth extracted, bone graft put in because I had a root canal like that was 10 years old, and the crown popped off. So they put me under, and I'm getting a fake tooth put in at some point. I don't know when that happens, but at some point. Anyways, they put me under. And I don't know how long I was out, but the doc was really cool. He was talking to me right before, and he's like asking me questions about my job.
Oh, you're on a first name basis. He's Doc now. Wow,
The doctor,
Y'all got close.
Dude, Dr. K, I can't pronounce his last name.
it's just Doc.
Yeah, so he was talking to me about my job, and I was telling him a little bit, some things. He's like, okay. He's like, well, I'm gonna give you some Versed. Here it goes. Good night. That's what he says to me.
Good night.
And that's what you remember.
I remember that. And then the next thing I know, I'm kind of groggy, waking up, right? And so they said you have to eat soft foods, and we had already made a plan that Jesse was going to take me over to Trader Joe's because where I went to was Fort Worth oral sex.
Fort Worth oral
Just
Oral sex.
Oral in Fort Worth.
Oral in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Which is right around the corner from Trader Joe's.
Of
Fort Oral. Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
I know where that is.
FWS.
It's
You
over
say
there
Fort
by
Worrell?
Fort Oral. Fort Oral.
Fort Oral.
Fort Oral. Sounds like a whale. Oral. No, it's over there by
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, but it's further down, right?
It's literally like Trader Joe's is
Man,
here.
I don't believe you.
You go just right past Trader Joe's.
That's
you
the
make a left.
bootleg guy. That's
Make a
the
left.
bootleg oral guy.
Anyways, I went to the
You have an afro?
I'm listening to him.
I went to the bootleg oral guy, and so Jesse's like, we're going to take you over to the Trader Joe's. We're going to get some food, right?
Oh,
so
so good.
Yeah, so we get into the car, and I do remember this. I remember her audiobook kicked on, and I've been joking that she's listening to Smut, But she's not. They just sometimes happen to have some.
It's got a sex book?
Yeah,
like
sometimes.
50 Shades of Grey, some shit?
Not quite that bad.
Okay,
but,
all right.
I remember, I think that said, and he opened his, or he showed her, and then she cut it off.
Yeah.
And I just blurred out his penis. And so I don't remember saying that.
Right.
But I just remember the audiobook.
With the situation.
Yeah, so she told me that I was don't say penis in the store. I don't remember her telling me this. So we go into Trader Joe's. I guess she was quite worried that I was going to start saying penis in the store.
I would be, yeah.
Which, it could happen. But we go into the store, and we're walking around, and I don't remember getting any of the food.
What is the goal? Like to get soft foods at Trader Joe's?
Yeah, so we're going to get like soup and yogurt and things like that, which we did.
Mashed taters.
I ended up getting some badass tomato dumpling soup with Calabrian chili. Dude,
Calabrian chili. They've got a whole jar of it there.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit.
What is it? Say it again.
Calabrian.
It's like a spicy Italian
chili.
Like it's like if you're going to put like hot salsa into something, but like you could put it in any Italian dish. So like pizza, pasta.
It's fucking delicious.
I've never heard of this.
It is amazing.
So anyways.
And Trader Joe's has the best. It's like a jar.
So I remember the soup. But apparently I was on an Indian kick because I guess I picked out I picked out buttered chicken.
Okay. Love it.
A freezer meal, whatever, or microwave dinner, and lamb vindaloo. Don't remember getting any of those. I also apparently picked out 3 different types of yogurt. One that she tried to convince me not to get, which was a dairy-free cashew yogurt. I opened the fridge up because I was looking for food, and I found that yogurt. It was delicious.
I'm sure it was.
I'm happy I got it. I don't remember getting it. I was really confused. Like, why is there 3 different types of yogurt in here? So that one was good. I didn't remember the freezer meals. And there was a few other things that I have no recollection of happening. So
it's like you were high and you just wanted everything.
Dude, I walked up to her with a box of, like a 4-pack of sodas. And they were Reed's ginger beer. Extra.
Okay.
0 sugar.
Nice.
She asked me what it was, and I said, I want this. And that was it.
So from Jesse's perspective, is this like something that you like, you're like a kid and you're bringing it to the cart and you're like, can I have this?
Dude, I just walked up with it in my hand and didn't say anything.
You just expected,
she asked,
this is
like,
ours
and I was
now.
like, I want this. So the medicine they gave me is called Versed. In Versed, they use that Versed and Propofol. Versed kind of knocks you out, and then Propofol like keeps you asleep. It's what Michael Jackson got was Propofol.
Got you. Why does Versed sound like it's not the full word? Is
It
it the full word?
It is.
It sounds like you're just like stopping. It's like, what'd you have, Versed?
Yeah.
And then?
It's Versed.
Okay.
But Versed has an amnesic effect. So like if you get it, you're gonna have lapses of memory with it, which I surely did, and now I completely understand why they didn't want me to drive after sedation, because there's no telling where I would have gone. I think I would have been able to drive just fine.
I think you would have driven off the bridge on Vickery.
No, I think I don't think I would have gone home. Like I could have ended up at the casino.
Local man kills 10 children.
It's like when you
No memory of it.
You've just drank a little bit, or you're super tired.
Yeah.
You're like, you drove fine, but you were so tired. You're like, I don't really remember driving home.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's bits and pieces of like this little flashy, like I remember being in the store.
Yeah.
And I remember walking through some of the aisles, but I don't really remember any interactions. It's fucking weird.
That's awesome.
Do you ever worry that if you go under that you're a racist? Do you ever like go in? You see those videos?
What?
You see those videos of people that are like
you're a closeted racist?
yeah,
And then
I'm not racist, but sometimes somebody cuts me off.
And then it comes out like you get sedated, and then you wake up and you're just saying the N-word a bunch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And you're like, I just ordered 10 Kanye shirts.
I'm not worried about
I
that.
don't think it's truth serum, dude. Like,
I've never had that problem. I did see... do you ever get on TikTok and see like it show like clips of like movies and stuff or shows?
Yes.
I saw one where this dude was had to go undergo a procedure. He's getting married, and his friends thought it'd be funny to shave his beard while he was under.
Oh,
and then he had
no.
like swastikas tattooed.
Oh,
and stuff.
no.
Yeah.
What movie was this?
I don't know. It was I think it was a show. It was like some doctor show or something.
It was like 911 Austin or something.
Something. I don't know.
Let's see.
But yeah, that was
Ooh.
my.
Do you still have anything here? Like, or have you gone through it all now?
I think I got rid. I think I've gone through. Still have like half the jar of the soup.
Okay.
Dude, I want to go back to Trader Joe's so bad just to get that soup. It was fucking good.
There's some random things, and I hate going to Trader Joe's because it's like the parking's a nightmare,
Oh, it
and the
is.
place is always so packed. It's like doesn't really matter what time of day.
If you can go in the middle of the week at
Yeah.
like my surgery was at like 9 something in the morning, so let's say like 10:30.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Well, like you go in there and you find all this shit that you can't get anywhere else,
Right.
and it's all like phenomenal. Like you just go through the freezer aisle. Like they have this thing. It's like mushroom risotto with not oysters or clams. What are the other scallops?
Scallops,
Like,
yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a soup, but you just put it over like rice or something, and it is to die for. It's like these random little things that you wouldn't even consider being absolutely like amazing. But yeah, you know. That's cool.
Yeah.
How are your teeth or tooth or lack thereof?
It
of
hurts.
Tooth spot.
I have some pain, occasionally.
Yeah.
But they were gonna give me hydrocodone, and I was like, nah, I don't need it.
No.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
I'm tough.
I've got plenty of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Man,
It's old. It'll hit like a year later, but
whenever you said like they were doing a bone graft,
Yeah. So they put bone dust in there. It's not really like it's weird. Like it's like a granulated.
it doesn't grow. Like what?
It hardens and creates like it just adheres to the jaw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought,
like you want a new tooth?
but I thought when
And
you
then they
said
gotta
that,
put a post in, and then they put a tooth on top of the post.
I'm so stupid. I thought that meant they cut like this bone right here on your jaw, like they cut it out, and then then closed it. And I'm like, wait, does that mean your jaw's gonna get like smaller? Like, And
So sometimes they do bone grafts where they remove like a piece of bone from you.
yeah.
And this is just from a dead body.
Ooh,
From my understanding, it's cadaver. So
cool. Yeah, so you already have the
I've got a dead guy in my mouth.
not the first, not the first.
Yeah.
I sucked the dick of the dead John F. Kennedy. Hey, so did they already put the thing in there? Like
No. They'll come. Like I'll go.
I bet it will.
May 8th, and they'll if it's all healed up and looks good, then they'll put the post. If
Okay.
not, then I gotta wait.
Cool. That shit's
Dude,
expensive.
it's a long. It really is, and I now believe that dental insurance should not even be a thing. Everything should just be under health insurance.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's too tightly tied.
Yeah,
together.
there's so much stuff. Like if you get like an abscess in your tooth, it can actually
Kill you.
It can move down into your heart, cause pericarditis.
Did you know that there's this new study that ties Alzheimer's
Yes,
and
and
tooth
oral health.
issues?
Yeah.
And like that's a real thing, and I believe that there's a ton of stuff that we're not doing and taking care of our teeth that is causing like serious issues later in life. Yeah, I agree.
Insane.
So, okay, quick question before we move on to Javier, real quick. If never mind, no. If before like
Yes.
the oral surgery, right? Like say, they did all this stuff, it was very expensive, it was very, maybe a little painful, whatever, right? If they were to say, hey, it'll go away if you blew a guy, would you just do it?
No.
But it would be free.
No,
you wouldn't
no.
have to do anything.
Like the money is.
It would just fix it. What if the tooth just regrew and was It was the most beautiful tooth you've ever seen.
No, I mean this was easy.
Yeah, but so would that be?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be easy.
Okay,
It might be- that might
I'm
be-
just curious.
Blowing a guy might be difficult.
I mean, if it was a $50,000 surgery, yeah, it would be. It would be difficult, right? Because you're fuck.
Yeah, tooth hurts.
And then what if you get?
But it wouldn't hurt the whole time. You know what I mean?
See,
Like as soon as it's over, it's like new tooth.
You're saying that whenever he finishes,
When he's done,
it
you're
grows.
done.
It grows.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Ugh.
No, I don't. No.
I can know.
man, I'm glad I'm back.
I'm back to the. Would you suck a dick for like $500,000? And that's yeah, obviously.
Duh.
Yeah. $500,000.
How many? What? All right. How have you been, Javier? What's new?
Last night I went over to the Fort Worth Mixer over at Crystal Springs. It was a good time. It's people I hadn't seen in a minute. Sydney was over there, so was Tom. Been a minute since I've seen Sydney, so it was good to see her.
I haven't seen her in a while either.
And she was like, "Oh, you got long hair." I'm like, "Girl, I've had long hair. Where you been? What do you mean?" And Tom, I think we saw Tom last at Tulips. For something.
For Lou's show.
Oh yeah, it was
Right.
for Lou. Yeah. But I've seen them, him and his lady over there a couple times, and of course Lou was there. Ernie, JOE, Jesse England was performing. Who else? Sean Russell from. Thank you.
No, thank you.
From Cutthroat Finches. So a lot of people were over there. Doc Rock was over there.
Yeah.
So it was really cool getting to see everybody. But I wasn't there to really drink, and then I ran into, and that's when I started talking to Ernie and Lou, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have a beer. And it was fun. But it's good seeing everybody. I know we really don't make it to a bunch of those, but I'd love to make more of those. I'd love to go see everybody that I haven't really seen. Ben C. Jones was there, too. So we're going to have him on soon for a new album he's coming out with this summer.
That was one of the reasons why we switched over to
Wednesdays. Right. So we'd be able to attend more of those because it sucked that we were on the same day as those and JJTM. And so it's like, all right, let's do our own, like, this is our night now. But then it just kind of fell apart.
How do you normally eat Oreos? Like, what's your go-to move?
I eat half of it, and then I eat the other half after.
So together, though, you don't
Yeah.
separate the pieces.
Did you see what I just did with mine?
I did.
Yeah, that was a whole thing. But like, I think so. Javier went to QT and he got us the new Post Malone Oreos, and they're like a salted caramel mix. You got a chocolate cookie on one side and a vanilla on the other side, and like this salted
mix.
caramel swirl in the middle. I don't see the benefit of doing anything with this. It's already so much.
True.
There's so much going on.
It's 2025. There's an excess.
There could be more.
What did you do exactly? You
I
just
took half. I took half.
And
I split
the
the
cream.
cookie, and I took half of the cream in one cookie, and then
Yeah.
I took the other half in the other.
So-
I don't know why I did it. I just
So
did
I
it.
don't do that. I wanted to taste it all as one unit.
I bet you
this
did.
time.
Yeah, you probably do.
And so I
new
took,
teeth.
I took a bite. I took a bite, but I typically separate
okay.
and I sacrifice one. I eat it without the icing because I want
Yeah.
all the icing on the other. So I had to suffer for one
Yeah.
to get the goods on the other.
Do you ever try to scoop the icing without breaking it, like getting it all and just eating it first?
No, because I don't want one. I'll do one dry cookie,
Yeah.
but I don't want two dry cookies.
Listen, I don't think that y'all are insane. Like, if this was a normal Oreo, I am on board with either one of those things, right? But with it being two different cookies and a whole swirl situation, it's meant to be eaten together.
Yeah, because you're supposed to have all the flavors.
Yeah, so it's
in one
different.
bite.
But like, I'm not opposed to what y'all are saying. I'm here for that.
I never thought about it. I mean, I used to try the thing that white people do where they put the fork in the cookie and they dip it in the milk. That way they don't get their finger
Don't
wet.
bundle us
It's
together.
white people that do that.
The fork situation.
All
Okay.
these whites people.
I've never done.
Calm
the fork
down,
situation.
Karen.
I dip mine in milk, but I've never done the whole.
No,
fork
that was a
situation.
TikTok thing. That's not a white person thing. That's a TikTok thing, bro.
Case closed. TikTok goes on TikTok. So-
Okay.
which is a white people thing.
So before double stuffed Oreos when I was a kid,
I'm sure you
we
know
all
about
did.
getting double stuffed.
We all like just try to see how tall we can get an Oreo, right?
Yes,
like that was something we all
sure.
did. So that is something I definitely. But that's with you're sacrificing a shit ton of cookies just to get that massive fucking 2-inch Oreo.
Which we've talked about this before. You know, it's the same thing with toaster strudels, where I would sacrifice
yeah.
one just so I could have extra frosting on the last one.
Did any of you ever do, they had that kit for Oreo where it had the icing in the middle and the dry cookies on the sides where you're able to just
They had a
scoop
kit.
it?
No,
What?
Yeah.
Those are Dunkaroos.
No. It was an actual Oreo thing. It had the cookies on the ends and it had the icing in the middle.
so that's like some dumb shit the chefs do. It's like a deconstructed Oreo.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't believe it.
No, I'm good.
All right,
That's not the way the good God intended.
So that's all you had going on. You just did,
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's,
then that's it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we recorded 2 weeks ago, right? Was it 2 weeks ago?
It was, and I'm going to apologize for not dropping an
Yeah.
episode.
Hey, so sorry we didn't have an episode. You're probably going to listen to this back to back, but hey, we're still getting those listens.
Yeah, my dad had suffered a little small little stroke.
Oh, no, I feel like a dick.
It's okay.
No, I'm kidding. We knew about this.
Yeah, I yelled at him. I yelled at my dad.
Did you?
Yes.
Whoa.
So I'm going to tell you, if you have if your loved ones have anything happen, and they don't tell you until like multiple hours later, I think you have the right to be mad at them. So
Okay.
I griped him out a little bit because it happened at 3 a.m. He woke up. The dogs woke him up. They need to go outside or something. And he was stumbling around the house, and he just like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And then he wakes up at like 6 a.m. and still doing the same thing. Doesn't say anything to anybody until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah,
That's some shit my dad would do.
He's fine. He's fine. Everything's good.
I think that we might all do that. Like, you don't really know what's going on. You just assume
that's
it'll
true.
get better.
Yeah.
Like, how often do we do that? How long was your tooth issue before you sucked off that dude? I mean, probably a very long time.
No, it actually wasn't. The crown literally popped off.
Hey, look, man, dick to mouth. Tell us how long how long was that pain going for?
The crown popped off, and then I popped off.
He popped off. He popped off.
He popped
in your
off.
mouth. You brick in your mouth. You had a mouthful of cum.
Jesus
Yeah, all right.
Christ.
So anyways,
Stop it.
Yeah,
Just
so
sucking that dick. Just trying to get my tooth fixed.
that's what happened.
Yeah. But we're glad your dad's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
everything's cool.
Max is
But do better in the future,
We'll get
right?
back- we'll get back to it.
Am I right?
We'll get back to it.
Yeah, do better.
All right. So
Yeah, do
we've gone
better.
on because this is what happens when we don't spend that much time to each other. We have
Yeah.
to catch up, right?
Yeah.
But I did come up with some topics.
I
that
can't wait, yeah.
I wanted to discuss, and the first one that I really wanted to dive into was Kanye West's latest meltdown. We did a whole episode on basically the rise and fall of Kanye West,
Yeah.
which ironically there was a book called The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, and I feel like that's what we're seeing right now.
Holy shit.
It's happening.
with fucking Kanye West, right?
Did you see the shirt somebody made with him wearing a swastika shirt with the sign
It says no.
it says no new Nazis, new American Nazis from the something. He's probably like a teenager whenever he took this picture, but it's like him
It's
against
like
Nazis.
Yeah, that's full circle. Yeah.
No, he's a Nazi. Go
So-
ahead. Sorry.
All right. So we kind of hit that, right? Kanye's latest controversy includes releasing Nazi-inspired clothing. So he's got that website, right? Where he sells his clothes
Yeah,
on
Yeezy.com.
Yeezy.com. He pulled everything off that and just put a single shirt with
Yeah.
a swastika.
This happened right after the Super Bowl because he had a Super Bowl commercial.
Right.
It was like, go to Yeezy. It was like, wasn't it him? Like, it was actually funny, full circle again. He was getting like oral work or something. Like, he was at a dentist or something doing like a self video, and he's like going to Yeezy. And that was the commercial. Like,
Yeah.
he spent all this money
Yeah.
to just do like a selfie video. Is that right?
But the next day he put that shirt. He took
Right.
everything off the store.
Right.
Everything
And
off the
he
store,
had
put that
all
on
his merch and like some new colors of his like new little slides or whatever he has. And then the next day he has this
And
swastika shirt.
So he puts that up there, and that's it.
One thing.
One thing.
And
One
he
thing.
puts it for it's like $20.
Everything on the store he had was for 20. Like I bought something like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I going to get that shit? I'm like, am I going to get it?
This episode is sponsored by Sunwest Air, because you'll fly with us anyway. At Sunwest Air, we believe in innovation, which is why we took everything you thought you liked about budget flying and made it worse, but in a way that sounds like progress. First, we heard you loud and clear. No more unassigned seats. You wanted structure, and we delivered. Now, every passenger gets an assigned seat, but we pick it. So enjoy your middle seat between two armrest-hogging strangers, you loser. This is what progress looks like. Want to pick your own seat? No problem. Just pay our priority freedom seating fee. And you might get the luxury of an aisle seat. But we didn't stop there. We also enhanced our rewards program to make sure you really earn those perks. Free flights? That's old school thinking. Now, our SkyMate loyalty program lets you rack up points at an impressive rate. After 50 flights and a financial commitment comparable to a home mortgage, you can redeem your points for a free bag of Chex Mix. Drinks sold separately. Want a free flight? Keep dreaming. And let's talk about baggage. Remember when checked bags were free? Neither do we. Our new policy ensures that you pay for the privilege of bringing clothing. Carry-ons? That's an upsell now. Want to travel light with just a personal item? Good luck stuffing 3 days' worth of clothes into a laptop bag. Sunwest Air, we make it worse, but you'll keep booking anyway. Use promo code GOTCHA at checkout for absolutely nothing. You're welcome. Disclaimer, this is not a real ad, and Sunwest Air is not a real airline, though it definitely feels like one. If your brand has a sense of humor and wants to sponsor us, let's talk. We'll shamelessly hype whatever you've got.
Dude, he has yet again become one of the richest. Like, he we say rise and fall, but he is on the rise again with this crazy shit.
Which it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So he does that, and he goes on Twitter. So we saw the whole thing with his wife showing up on the red carpet with no
Naked.
clothes on. She had clothes on, but she
Barely.
was, yeah.
No.
It's like wearing saran wrap.
Yeah,
Like,
right. So we have that
Which,
going on.
okay, real quick, more power to her. Like, I'm not here to tell you what to wear.
Right.
Like, whatever, free expression. But I digress. Sorry. Go ahead.
It does feel creepy though, right? Like that he's wearing full dress, like completely covered. Sometimes he wears a mask and shit, and then she's coming out in like sheer nothing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But so he went out and said that he had this design, like he's been sitting on this shirt basically forever. Like he made this like a couple years ago. But all the shit, he goes on this like crazy rant on Twitter.
Nonstop, back to back, like old Kanye.
Right, which it tells me he's off his meds. Right?
Or on nitrous again.
On nitrous again. I didn't know he was on nitrous to
I didn't
begin
either.
with.
What?
Like Whippets.
Yeah, I didn't know that was his thing. So do you think he's getting that Galaxy gas or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you seen that?
No.
So you could. It's called Galaxy gas. You can get it in different flavors.
It comes out of the Samsung Galaxy.
Big fucking.
This episode brought to you by Samsung. Get the new Galaxy. Get a little high.
It's got the. It comes in a big bottle, so you can like. You don't have to buy the little things and make balloons with it. You can just get this big bottle and crack it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't know he was on nitrous. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to expect next.
I mean,
so my question is, okay, so he's continuing to make these pro-Hitler statements, which he said he's a Nazi and all that stuff, which is weird. And he's pushing this whole genius victim narrative despite losing all his endorsements. Like he is he's too smart for everybody. I'm this genius. He is extremely smart, which is, I think, also a detriment.
Right. So what's the question?
What's going to happen next? So my question is, if we need to speculate his next moves.
Okay.
All right. So a couple that come to mind: running for office again.
Jesus. I hope not. I'm actually surprised he's not involved more with like the Elon Trump situation, just to be honest with you.
Dude, I'm actually, I think that they don't want him involved at all.
I mean, come on. I mean, why? Because additional bad publicity? Like, come on.
I think it's
they thrive on bad publicity at this point.
They do, but it's too
Just
much.
so does he.
It's too much at this point because you got,
Yeah.
his Twitter. I could see him trying to start some sort of fucking cult.
Yeah. Okay.
I could see Kanye starting something like, the cult of Yay or something. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if y'all have gotten the text about Yeezy Financial. Have y'all gotten that text?
Nuh-uh.
No, I don't subscribe to any of his stuff.
I mean, I don't know how I got it, and I looked it up, and it's a legit thing.
You've bought stuff off of his website.
So is Chad, though.
Right.
So is Chad.
Yeah, but not on the Yeezy. Well, yeah, I guess so. But it was just shoes years ago.
So
not
was
like
he
the
starting his
new
own
Yeezy.
bank?
His own meme coin.
Okay, yeah.
But
so
you have to go through like a Coinbase type app.
well,
Let me see. Let me
through
pull it up.
Coinbase or crypto or
I'll tell you
Okay.
here in a bit. Hold on.
so he starts his own. He starts Yecoin. Mm-hmm. I mean that makes sense, but is it going to be a rug pull situation?
Yeah, because I think so. Because he already said on the website 70% is for him, 30% is out to the market. This is the text I got. Dear Yeezy customer, in all caps. Welcome to Yeezy Financial, in all caps. Your gateway to exclusive financial opportunities. And then you click it, and then it takes you to a website where you're like, oh, they already took it down. They already took it down.
Really?
Wow, bankofyeezy.com.
It makes me. It's like you get that text message from somebody that you had an acquaintance of in high school or whatever.
Like Garden State?
Yeah, it's that whole Garden State situation. But that shit happens all the time where it's like, especially like with these girls, like it's all of a sudden like, hey, do you want to be a boss babe? And you're like, okay, what multi-level marketing scheme you got? But that's how that feels. It feels very, I don't know.
Services. On the group chat,
Feels
y'all
very
didn't know he had
Firefest.
services? Like what kind of services?
So you actually been buying his shit recently. Why are you still involved?
It's $20 and
Javier do anything for $20.
hey man, just $20 is $20. No, but then he came out with these like flippy like house shoes
Yeah.
that were 20, and I was
Dude,
like, oh, that's fine.
I want to know how many shirts he sold.
Oh man,
I want
Well,
to know that.
if they even went through, if those shirts went through.
No, I think they went through.
because it's all off of Spotify. His
Shopify.
Shopify.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's his page.
So
is off of
Shopify shut it down,
Yeah,
and then
they
they opened it back up.
Okay, so we all know Kanye and how awful.
Me
he
personally,
is.
I know Kanye.
Right, you've met him. We know. Do you think that he's actually a Nazi or advocating for this? Which, that's a whole other conversation. But do you think that this is real?
I don't
Or do you think
know.
it's the publicity that gets his name out there because he doesn't give a fuck if it's good, bad, or otherwise?
I think it's mania from
Dude, he's bipolar
the Galaxy
shit,
Gas.
man.
It's just mania. What do they say? Like genius and insanity are one and the same. Like
In
they're
some
1 degree
cases,
off.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
between like genius and insanity.
Sure.
Do you think that video? Like, I want to go back and watch that video again.
Of him for the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
commercial.
because I wonder if, what if he wasn't getting dental work? What if he was just at the dentist? Because actually, now that you say that, I feel like I've seen something where he had like a relationship with a dentist or something like that.
It
where
was
they
his
were
running partner.
feeding him that essentially, right?
It was his running partner when he ran for president. His dentist was his running mate.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
So it's all. Who does he
Connected.
get his shit from? This is going to be a Michael Jackson situation. Because his doctor would always give him propofol,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be the same
help
thing.
him sleep, yeah.
Damn.
The same thing is going to. And you look, you hate to see it because we grew up with Kanye. We,
Right.
college dropout, graduation, all that shit.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to take him out yet. Like,
I don't know, man. Look, people that are getting upset and hating on him, I mean, they get upset, but they still listen to Michael Jackson or the remix to Ignition.
Right.
I mean,
And there's also this kind of like, oh, well, it's Kanye. It's almost like we know he's this kind, this genius or whatever, but we also think that he's just this kind of like,
it's just Kanye.
yeah,
again.
weird kid that no one understands, and so you just kind of like let him be himself.
Well, I
and
mean,
like, no, it's him. It's
You
okay.
heard the whole story whenever Jamie Foxx first met him, right?
No, I don't think so.
So they're at this basically having a party. Kanye was there. Jamie had a studio. Kanye wanted to put some stuff down. Jamie did, whatever. Because
Gold digger?
Kanye's just there with he's got a backpack on. He looks like just a little weird kid. But he goes to lay down the track or whatever, and Jamie Foxx starts doing his own thing, and Kanye basically stops. He's like, "Don't do that." Just tells him just like that, "Don't do that." Right, and at this point, like Kanye really isn't anywhere. He's
Right.
not anything. Right. He's always been that weird
Overly confident, weird person,
savant or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you want to call it that. Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Bizarre. Yeah, I couldn't believe. Like, I didn't know about the shirt, but I heard about the Super Bowl commercial and I watched it and I was like, well, that's really weird. And it's like Yeezy.com. I was like, I'll go check it out. I haven't seen that in a while. I remember you talking about those sock shoes or whatever the fuck they had for $20. I'm like, I'll check it out. And I click on it and it's one shirt. And so, like, I saw it organically. Like, I didn't hear about it. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh yeah, Lance texted me and I was like, "The fuck is this?"
That's a fucking eye opener, right?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. And then, the news starts coming out and I see like a picture of him wearing the shirt and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm out. This is wild. Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
he's been out and about, like wearing
Yeah.
it in public, which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I don't
know, man. It comes to a point to where you're like, how long is it going to be until you are finally like just done with? You're going to wash your hands from it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of done with whatever you're
When are
putting
you
out.
gonna be
I'm
done
done.
with it, Javier?
When am I going to be done with it? I mean,
I'm done.
I kind of am. I mean, Adidas is still, they have like a little bit of stock left of what they have that they got to get rid of. I'm not even going to try to buy it. There's no reason.
No.
Why am I going to keep giving money to this fucking guy? Just like everybody, like with Teslas, like their stocks, he lost like $111 billion like in a week. I can't support it anymore.
Teslas have like one of the most EVs in general have like one of the most like depreciating car values like of all time.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you want to get into EV, you might as well just buy
It's a very
get a fucking
volatile
hybrid.
market.
buy
like,
fucking used.
even more volatile market than like a normal, stock or company or whatever. Yeah.
So future, in 5 years, where will Kanye be? I say dead.
Damn.
I say dead.
I
You're saying
mean,
5 years.
In 5 years, I say dead.
5 years dead.
And remember, I predicted Luka going to the Lakers.
You
Right.
did. I don't think he'll be dead. I think he'll be in a conservatorship.
I don't know. I think that unfortunately, I think that Javier might be right. Alternatively, what I would like to see is him wake the fuck up. Like, take actual drugs that help his mental well-being and his chemical imbalance and get back to, I don't even want to hear the music. I just want him to be a healthy, good person.
Just live
and
his
do
life,
things.
you know, just, yeah, like you're saying, I'd rather have no music, no media,
I'm okay
no
with that.
shoes.
Right.
Him, like, get well, enjoy his billions, enjoy his family.
I would love to hear some good stories about Kanye. I would love to just one time hear about how Kanye, like, you know, turned his shit around and like started helping people out. And like, I'm not saying he doesn't help people and do his own thing, but I'm like, if that was what was in the news, you know what I mean? And I know that news has their own thing and they're always going to nitpick, but if he was able to turn that around, that's what I would love to see. I would fucking love it. But I think what you said is more likely.
And I don't want it to
There
happen.
will never be a conservative shit.
I don't want it to
You
happen.
don't think so?
Before he lets that happen, that will happen. I
He'll-
guarantee
I think
it.
he'll.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. He's no Britney Spears. He's
Look, that's another whole thing that I wish. It's weird. You know, you see these people. We grew up with these artists, and now we're seeing kind of like a downfall.
Like those child stars and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
they've really, like Corey Feldman is
Fucking nuts.
off the rockers.
Yeah.
But you know who's not? Who's doing really well for themselves?
Who?
me.
Macaulay Culkin.
Javier.
Oh, fuck yeah. He was.
Macaulay Culkin is thriving.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Looks fantastic.
looks great.
His brother's doing well.
his wife
brother's
is
doing great.
Both of their wives are beautiful.
Both his brothers are doing well.
Oh, yeah.
Kieran and Rory both are killing it. Macaulay's killing it. They're all doing great. That makes me happy. Because we saw Macaulay whenever he was.
I was watching Richie Rich the other day. I'm like, this is a good movie. I forgot how good this was.
It's on our list. We started watching Blank Check instead. We're like, Blank Check first, then Richie Rich.
Fucking lady in blank check, old pedophile ass.
I know.
All right.
Call me in 10 years. Like,
So we just had the 2025 Oscars.
yes, I watched it.
Conan O'Brien hosted.
Yeah. Main reason why I watched it.
I thought
I love
he
Conan.
was great.
love Conan.
Some of his little snippets, his little one lines that he did in there were awesome. He did a little. Did you see the clip of him poking fun at Drake?
Yes.
The only clip I saw is him and
Adam Sandler?
Sandler's back and forth.
So they were like this. He was halfway through the Oscars. He's like, "Okay, we're halfway through the Oscars. It's about the time that Kendrick comes out and calls Drake a pedophile." And he's like, "I'm lawyered up. It's okay."
So that-
I was just like, man.
and the guy who wrote the joke tweeted, "I just made $50 because I guess the writers.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking fun.
I want to go. I'm sure it's out there to watch. I would like to watch it. Like there was a lot of good stuff that I felt came from that. Oh, I saw the Kieran Culkin acceptance thing too. I saw a couple of clips, but I didn't get to watch. all of it.
So we had that one, and then the whole thing between Adam and Conan, because
Right.
Adam Sandler comes out in his typical, like what he normally wears on the street.
Hoodie, shorts, basketball shoes. Yeah.
But what I loved was, as he's leaving, he walks up to
Chalamet!
he walks up to Chalamet.
With fingers and everything.
and then walks out. It was great. The headlines though, they played it off as like clickbait.
Like Conan called him out.
Yeah.
But obviously he was mic'd up.
It was all It was,
Right.
It was all a thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go through some of the major wins.
Okay.
So best picture, Anora. Anora dominated the night.
Have y'all seen that?
No, I haven't.
I
seen
want
Is it
to.
an international film or is it?
No, it's a.
Okay.
It secured
I only
5
ask because there's so many. Like over the years, I feel like there've been so many international film wins that like there are things that I've never heard of that I had to go back and watch. Like what was the one? It was Parasite, and that one was phenomenal.
Mickey 17's coming out like in a couple weeks
Yeah.
with Robert Pattinson.
And that looks really
It
good.
looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
It looks great.
So Anora had securing 5 Oscars, including Best Picture.
Wow.
All right, Best Director Sean Baker for Anora. This is Baker's initiatives, innovative storytelling and direction were recognized. with
What
the
is
Best Director
Nora
award.
about?
It's about a escort who marries an oligarch.
I'm in.
It's she gets the dancing down
It's
from
like
what
a
I've seen on.
better version of Pretty Woman.
Yes,
what it sounds
way
like.
better version. There's nudity in there. Actually, you do get a little bit of nudity in Pretty Woman. if
We
you look-
watched Pretty Woman not too long ago, and I didn't realize how hot she was.
Bro, yes.
I had no
yes,
idea.
I was telling Tammy, I'm like, you know what? She was America's sweetheart.
I never really saw that, and as I've aged and looked at her, I'm like, nah, she's pretty.
Did you ever watch Mystic Pizza? That was her first
Dude,
movie.
Mystic Pizza is so fucking
I don't
good.
think so.
You should watch
It's
it.
a great movie.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a good. It's got a great cast too.
It's got a killer cast. It's about a Mystic pizza.
I'm gonna write that
It's
down.
about
It's
a
spooky Mystic pizza.
It's about a pizza shop in Mystic.
Okay.
In the town of Mystic.
Mystica?
Or whatever. Anyways,
All right, continue on. Honora. Sorry.
So Mikey Madison, best actress.
Which, fun fact, there were 2 movies that she came out with where she died by getting torched on fire.
Who?
If you remember her well in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
and then
Scream 7.
Scream 7, yeah.
She was caught on fire in both movies. And I was just laughing. I'm like, did they do this on purpose?
They had to. So she won over fan favorite Demi Moore.
Yeah, I thought she was going to win. I really did. But then, like, here lately, because Mikey won the BAFTAs. And so I was like, oh, maybe...
So
what was Demi Moore in for? Because it wasn't
The Substance.
Okay. And
I got to watch that, too.
You've got that one, though, right? I think
it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to check that one out.
Best actor, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist.
I got to watch that.
Yeah,
which I haven't seen that yet. I've got that on there. So Brody's compelling performance earned him the best actor accolade, obviously. Zoe Saldana,
Boo!
best supporting actress. Why are we booing her?
Because fuck her and fuck that Emilia Perez movie.
Okay. So Saldana's role in Emilia Perez garnered her the Best Supporting Actress award. Why are we saying fuck that
I don't
movie?
what tell us more.
So essentially, like, the director and everyone that made that movie is French, and it's supposed to be like a Mexican involved story, and they had nobody input, any Mexican.
No Mexican representation in a Mexican
Zoe
movie.
Saldana's Dominican.
Yeah, and Selena Gomez,
She's Mexican.
By the way, if you go look at the clips in that movie of her speaking Spanish, it's fucking trash. Like, how dare you, Selena Gomez, like, go in with that fucking terrible acting?
Oh, does she still have a house here?
No, she sold it.
Oh,
She sold
I was gonna
it.
say we should go egg it.
No,
Shit.
she's in LA with Benny Blanco, I think.
But what is it? They talked to Zoe Saldana about, like, the people of Mexico, like, are upset with the movie, and she's like, "Well, I'm against it. This is about how I feel, not with the people of Mexico." And I'm like, "Ooh, bitch, you fucked up." And then, like, now all of Mexico's like, "Fuck you."
Got
Like,
it.
Don't come back to Marvel. Go under a rock. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, she did this whole like acceptance speech where she was so happy.
Look, shout out to her for that speech. Was great.
Right, it was great. She, first Dominican actor to win an award and all that stuff. But
Best supporting or best actress.
Best supporting actress. All right, but
Emilia Perez, by the way, she was asking.
I do want to talk.
chat.
I want to say that we did have Fort Worth's own Abraham Alexander got nominated for Best Original Song, "Like a Bird" from Sing Sing, which I haven't seen Sing Sing, but the song is phenomenal.
It looks beautiful.
Unfortunately, he was shafted.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to win.
I will say he looked dapper as fuck.
I will say that every single time that I've ever seen Abraham,
Well, yeah.
because as a lot of people don't realize this, but he used to be the host. He used to host the basically
So Far Sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we saw him all the time
At Jesus' house.
at Zeus's house. At all the different So Far shows that we went to, we saw Abraham there.
I mean, yeah, he's a handsome dude. He's always, dressed to impress.
Yeah.
But
he
at the
great.
Oscars, he was just like top to bottom, looking fresh as hell.
Abraham, if you see this, I have a painting that Guillermo Tapia painted of you in front of Fort Worth's Black House.
Right,
And
with the
it's-
red car.
Yeah, and it's hanging up on my wall. I need that sign. I need you to sign it, buddy.
You should have been to Sundance Square 2 weeks ago because he had a whole a whole party.
Last Wednesday, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
The problem is like I don't carry that piece around, man. I just don't have it in my car ready to go.
Right.
But-
I did get you a signature for him, though.
Yeah, you did.
It's not on the painting.
No, I just need it on the painting. I need it on the painting. Anyways, I feel like he got shafted, but the award went to El Mal,
Which was
which
the
is from Emilia Perez. So yeah,
and that bitch was drunk when she went up there to accept the award.
Man, you are just all about hating that
Bro,
movie.
fuck that movie. Everyone hates that movie. Except for all the fucking idiots.
Wait,
in the
is
Oscars.
she? I think I heard something about, like, did she do some kind of, like, did she sing during the Oscars at all? Or
Yeah,
no?
she did.
And it was, like, not great?
Yeah, or I'm like, everyone's like, "Shut up!" As a matter of fact, while she was singing, I was like, "Shut up, bitch!" And Tammy's like, "Why'd you say that?" I'm like, "She knows why. She knows why."
No, I thought I heard something about like it was like all kind of on the spot, and it was just like not great.
She was drunk.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But it was all around the Oscars. I think I found it entertaining. It's always
So
fun
I
to
didn't. I
watch.
mean, I didn't watch the whole Oscars, but I saw a lot of the clips.
Yeah.
You know. So notable moments: Carla Sofia Gascon. Say that right?
Yeah.
Responds to Conan O'Brien's joke, which I've got that. Let me pull this up because I haven't actually heard this yet.
This episode is sponsored by Mega Meat Max. Because size matters, bro. Fellas, are you tired of disappointing stares? Sick of hearing, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. As if that's ever actually made anyone feel better? Introducing Mega Meat Max, the only male enhancement supplement made from 100% USDA certified aggression. Clinically unproven, but spiritually undeniable. Boosts girth, confidence, and possibly your credit score. Guaranteed to make your shadow look impressive. Banned in 14 countries, including Florida. And for our Spanish-speaking hermanos out there, vatos, ya basta. Cansado de que te llamen el mini tamalito? ¿Te dicen que el chile no pica? No más. Con Mega Meat Max, tu chorizo se vuelve un chorizote. Este producto es tan potente que tu compa te va a pedir consejos y tu ex te va a mandar mensajes a las 2 de la mañana. But wait, there's more. Every order comes with a free pair of gray sweatpants to show off your new situation. Don't let genetics hold you back. Take control and become the human tripod you are meant to be. Mega Meat Max. Because life's too short for small talk. Use promo code GRANDEPAQUET at checkout and receive a complimentary confidence boost and a restraining order from your ex. Disclaimer. This is not a real ad, and Mega Meat Max is not a real product. But let's be honest, you wish it was. If you're a brand that appreciates this level of absurdity and want to sponsor the show, hit us up. We'll sell literally anything.
So Conan did a great job then, huh?
He did. He did an
I'm sure he
exceptional
did.
job.
Dude is fucking
Nick
hilarious.
Offerman was doing the voice of God. He was announcing. He was the fucking.
He's got a great voice for that. I get it.
If I get it to pull up,
What's up, J-Boy? See you in the chat.
it's running real slow over here.
All good. Yeah, I guess I need to go back and see it. I'm not really someone that like. There's so many different award shows for all of these famous rich people that I'm just like, I'm good.
Well, this is like from January up until now. This is the last of the award. It's award season.
There's like Emmys, Golden Globes, then there's Oscars,
Grammys,
and there's the
and-
Grammys
yeah.
and the music ones and
What are
TV
the
shows,
What
movies.
are the Tonys for? Are they
Tonys are for Broadway.
Broadway? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was like just musicals.
Unless
or-
you have teeth that you need fixed, because I know a guy named Tony.
maybe. All right, let's see if I
No?
can get this
Okay.
to work.
Yeah, Honora. I think Honora won all their awards, right?
Yeah, Honora pretty much just
Best
swept-
picture,
yeah.
best director, best editing, best actress. 4, I think.
I'm not going to get to work. All right,
That's all good.
That's all good.
What were we talking about?
We were just talking about notable moments. One of the things. Okay, so biggest wins, big and snubs. So Honora's dominance with the 5 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. Mikey Madsen's unexpected win over Demi Moore for Best Actress. Adrian Brody recognition as Best Actor for The Brutalist. Now, celebrating Alexander's achievements and receiving a nomination for Best Original Song, that's amazing. And
So cool. Yeah.
Dude, he doesn't have that much on TikTok. His presence is not that high, and he interacts with a lot of people who comment on there. So if you want to get in and start talking, to him,
It's
find him on
funny
TikTok.
because he's still so down to earth, and like on social media, he's not like he didn't have as big of a following as he deserves,
Right.
But he's not as active as I think he.
could
He's
be,
busy.
or
He's a busy
whatever,
fucking man. I'm not saying anything against him, but I'm like, if he was to get someone to manage his social media, he would be known for as good as he is because we know he's amazing,
Yeah.
because we're local to that. But like, I don't know if everyone knows,
Right,
and I
so-
wish they did.
And this is what's really cool is that we've got now. So Leon Bridges, superstardom, right?
Right.
We've got Abraham Alexander now nominated for a fucking Grammy, and
And don't forget Kelly Clarkson. You know what I mean? You gotta.
dude,
She is a dime.
well, she's
She's still a dime.
DFW. So we'll say all of DFW.
Yeah.
That's Burleson.
I mean, it's Fort Worth.
But I'm saying Fort Worth.
Fort Worth
That's
adjacent.
Burleson.
Burleson's Fort Worth.
It's fucking Burleson.
Burlington, Fort Worth.
Anyways, So that's amazing, and I'm just waiting for some of our local talent to blast off. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Louis the Singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting it big in Nashville, in the Nashville scene, right? So I mean, it's just a matter of time till we have someone else. I mean, I think it helps when we have these people kind of shoot off into stardom, right? Mm-hmm. I think we're there. Now, I do have a question though. So, the ceremony's impact on mainstream audiences versus industry insiders. Do you think that these have like an actual impact on how we see these actors, or do you think it's all just kind of like a pat on the back?
I think it gets you to watch movies. I think you question like, well, I didn't see this. Like this won awards, like maybe I should give it a shot and watch it.
Right.
Instead of people that don't watch award show season and they hear about the movie but they never actually hear about it, like how good it actually is. Like how many years it'll take you to like watch it after it's come out. Like for me, like it's introduced me to a lot of movies. And
I didn't even know about The Brutalist.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, and that movie it's like so long. It has like an intermission, like right in the middle of the movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if you've ever like whenever I was young,
Master and Commander, I think.
did they have an intermission?
I want to say the Titanic did too in actual theater.
No, not because I saw it over here where the first movie tavern was.
Yeah.
And it was straight through.
I remember going to like Master and Commander or something. They had a fucking intermission. And I was like, this is the longest movie.
Like every movie I used to go whenever I was in Mexico for the summers, and I'd go to the movies, they would have an intermission, and would go get food, popcorn.
So it gets you to watch movies now. If they took into account public opinion, do you think these would be much different wins or?
Probably. Yeah. We're not. The normal people don't know the art of what it is that it takes to do the things that they do.
But it also feels kind of pretentious.
They got a new artist movie over there for the awards.
It is. You're exactly right. But it's not about entertainment. It's about like quality of acting and quality of movie and sound and music and everything like that. Like if it was up to me, fucking what's his face that does all of the like Inception, and he's done so many movies.
Christopher Nolan.
But who's the guy that does the music? I forget his name. You know it.
Hans Zimmer. He
would win every award. That dude is
Danny Elfman.
Made all the movies.
The guy who did The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the soundtrack for all those movies, all the spaghetti westerns.
Oh yeah.
He just got his first one, and then he died a year later.
Yeah.
He was like in his 90s.
Dude, Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh fuck yeah,
is killing it in the
score department.
Oh yeah.
He did him and Atticus Ross. Well, because he's married to Atticus Ross's sister, but
I didn't realize
Trent Reznor.
that,
yeah, they're like but they did The Social Network. Mm-hmm. Pretty much any movie that you see Aaron Sorkin in, they did.
Yeah.
Like the girl in the dragon with the dragon tattaoo and some of the newer stuff.
Yeah, I'm here for it. All right.
Was there any movies that we would know that won?
I didn't dive that far.
Okay.
Into it, yeah.
You mean actual
like movies or actors in movies?
I saw Inside Out too.
American Pie was nominated for
best
feature film of all time.
What did Kieran Culkin win for?
Oh, A Real Pain.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
yet?
we saw Real Pain.
With the brothers, right?
Yeah.
No, that was great.
Fucking killer.
Cousins.
So, have you heard about the
Cousins? That's right.
The story behind that?
No,
it's a true story.
No. I'm talking about the story behind like how Kieran got that role.
Oh, wasn't it recommended by what's her name? He dropped out of the role.
So he did, but Jesse Eisenberg didn't really know Kieran. He was just like he was told, "Hey, you should pick him out."
Jesse Eisenberg directed it, right?
Wrote and directed
it and acted it,
right? Yeah.
And he just randomly picked Kieran, and Kieran's like, I don't know if I want to do this. He drops out, and then he was like, no, you probably should do this.
Yeah.
And so he gets back into it. But it was just like a completely at random, like they didn't really know each other. It was
it's beautiful when that kind of shit happens. Do you know what I mean? You kind of fall into something, and it just turns into something.
It is such a good fucking movie. I want to watch it again.
I'm still indifferent. Like, I do think that the acting was really good in that movie. I still feel uncomfortable about, like, you kind of want to, like, we've talked about it on here. Like, you want to like one of them, but they both have their quirks, and you're like, you don't understand the dynamic fully. And I mean, I guess it's real life, right? Like, that's family. You're never going to be right or wrong. Who's doing what? Like, it's just kind of, it is what it is. And so I guess that's the beauty of it. But it was great.
Yeah, they're both not great people and they're both not terrible people. It's just
they annoy you at different parts of the movie.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, I'm on board with him. Well, wait, never mind. He seems to make more sense at the moment. Like, yeah,
I loved it though.
Yeah.
It was good. All right. So I actually have a game for us.
Ooh,
We haven't done a game in a
We
while.
haven't done games in a very long time.
So this game is called Fact or Bullshit.
Okay.
All right. So it's pretty simple. I'm gonna.
These are
read
lines
something
from
out.
Trump. Got it. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna read something out, and I want y'all get to tell me if it's a fact or if it's bullshit. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna start. We'll start off with number one. A town in Kentucky elected a dog as mayor.
Fact.
I'm going to say true.
Okay. According to CNN, the small town of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, has been electing canine mayors since 1998. Their most recent mayor, a French bulldog named Wilbur, won in 2020.
Nice.
Is Wilbur the best boy?
Wilbur is the best boy for currently right now.
Good.
All right. Saturn's rings will disappear from view in 2025 due to Earth's changing perspective.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. No.
It's actually a fact. According to
What?
Forbes, on March 23rd, 2025, Saturn's rings will appear edge on from Earth's perspective, making them nearly invisible.
Oh, I see. So it's going to be hitting us like
Basically straight on to where
the
you,
line.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep, yep, yep.
okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
That makes sense. So it's not gone. It's just visibly gone. Okay.
So in
Momentarily.
in 2018, Japan introduced a stress relief vending machine that lets customers punch a robotic arm for 5 minutes after inserting a coin.
Listen, that is very Japanese, but we just had two true, so I'm going to say bullshit. That
sounds very
It is
Japanese.
very
Yeah.
fucking Japanese.
You don't got it right. That's bullshit. It should be real though.
Dude, Japan has actually done this whole, like, they have a whole movement going on right now about combating loneliness. Have you heard about this? Like, there's
It doesn't surprise me. Though.
like there's this, and it's like worldwide. Like, there is, after COVID and all of this stuff, and like trying to like reintegrate yourself into like life, and like, you know, there's less people getting married and coupled up and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's just more lonely people, and so they're trying to find ways to combat loneliness in Japan.
I heard they're starting to make breeding visas because, you know, the population is so low. They want people from other countries to come, like,
No, they're
impregnate
not. That's bullshit.
Look it up. Look it up.
Hey,
Look it up.
Sarah, I'm going to Tokyo for just a little bit. I'll be. No,
I'm going to go to Tokyo for 2 weeks.
You impregnate a bunch of people in 2
Have
weeks.
like 100 kids and
Shit.
I'm just doing the world a favor.
I thought it was strange that it's not uncommon to walk around and you'll find businessmen just passed out on the street.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's
Fucking drunk.
crazy.
You know? That's insane.
Off
All
of like 2 beers.
right. An Indian man sued a movie theater chain for showing too many commercials before a film and won over $200 in compensation.
Fact.
Gonna go
That's
fact?
a fact, yeah.
According to UPI, a man in India was awarded compensation after suing a theater chain over excessive pre-movie advertisements. In 2021, an Italian scientist accidentally created glow-in-the-dark pasta while trying to invent a more energy-efficient LED light bulb.
That's so bullshit, man. That's just racist and funny.
Bullshit.
It's actually a fact. No, that's bullshit.
Fuck.
It's bullshit. A man once attempted to evade police by covering himself in peanut butter and claiming to be a rare endangered species to avoid arrest.
Yes, I say it's true. He was probably drunk and high off his rocker.
I'm going to say true. Yeah, that sounds.
It's bullshit.
Damn
This
it.
never happened,
fuck.
but it should. And let's see.
I'm an eagle.
I've got one more for you.
Okay.
The U.S. government once spent $2.5 million in studying whether cows should be trained as service animals for visually impaired individuals.
True.
I say true.
The statement is entirely fabricated.
Oh, damn, dude.
But it would be really cool to see a bunch of like the. Have you seen the Scottish Highland cows? The
Is it
that
those
like-
cute cows?
Yes,
yeah,
they're
the all
hairy.
furry ones
Yeah.
and they're little small
Like
ones.
some
and-
miniature ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got some miniature ones that are seeing eye
Dude.
cows, dude.
Oh, sign me up.
Who needs a dog? You know what I mean? Like, you
I
just
would-
get one of the.
I don't know, man.
I would pluck my eyes out for that.
You don't got to do that.
No,
All right,
because
let me ask you a question. If I knew a guy named Tony, no.
All right, so that was factor bullshit. It's all right.
That was fun. That was good, man. I like that.
I do want to end because we're getting close to
Yeah, we're about run. Done.
So I want to end with we're gonna have a rotating game.
Okay.
So it'll be a different game next episode and a different ending segment. But this ending segment happens to be Florida Man of the Week.
Ooh.
And it is kind of a game in a sense, okay? So, I'm going to give you a vague headline, and then I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
All right, so Florida man arrested after swallowing stolen jewelry.
Okay, is this a factual story?
This is a factual story.
Okay, got it.
All right, so first question, what kind of jewelry?
I'm going to say pinky rings.
Pinky rings. Plural, multiple pinky rings.
Yeah, like
okay?
he just like grabbed a handful of pinky
Grabbed a
rings,
handful of pinky rings,
swallowed
okay.
them hose.
I'm going to say diamonds. Loose diamonds.
Just loose diamonds.
Okay.
That's smart.
So
That's
how did he steal it?
rectally.
He swallowed them, though. We do know he swallowed them.
Oh, sorry. I'm just my bad. How did he steal them?
He swallowed stolen jewelry.
Okay.
So how did he steal it, though?
I mean, he stole it by swallowing it. What do you
Okay,
mean?
so he just stole it by swallowing it. Okay. Like he didn't.
Is there? I mean, you're just asking me to add more to what he probably. Okay, so I think that this man was at a beach town where they sell pinky rings primarily, right? It might have been a Pinky Rings R Us. We've all seen them.
Sure.
And he dipped his ice cream, like he had ice cream, as people do around beach towns.
So wait, he's walking around like Surfside.
Yeah, he's walking Surfside, so you got a good visual.
He's got
a cone with 2 scoops in this bitch, right? Like he's going, but it's also hot. Like it's a hot town. It's on the beach, right?
It's on the beach.
So it starts melting. He starts going at it, and he's like, I don't know what to do. And then he had this fucking genius idea that he was just gonna like accidentally dip his ice cream into a pile of pinky toe rings.
Okay.
And so he just does that. And
Ew, toe rings.
yeah, pinky toe rings. Sorry, just to make sure. And he dips it in there and then just goes at it with the ice cream before anyone notices.
All right. So how did he steal it?
He broke it with his head, and he just
Broke
Florida man.
Broke
Florida
the
man.
display case and just
And then just
started eating them.
and he jumped in the ocean.
All right. So
Surfside.
That's actually a lot
Surfside.
more likely.
So the question is, so why did he swallow it?
He was afraid that he'd get caught.
Okay, so he's
Like he had to make him disappear.
All right, make him disappear.
I mean, it takes a couple hours. I mean, it ain't like corn. I mean, diamonds will blend in with that hoe.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna poop them out. You know, you're not just gonna throw them up. You're just gonna poop them out.
Right.
Poop out diamonds.
All right.
Make your duty twinkle.
So
Yeah.
Jathan Lawrence Gilder.
Jathan. Of course his fucking name is Jathan.
Is it a lisp? What's your name, Jathan?
Could you imagine if he had a lisp and they just named him Jathan?
Oh man,
What's your name,
so
Jathan?
what do you want to name your son? Jathan.
32, impersonated an Orlando Magic team representative
Oh,
to steal diamond earrings worth $769,000 from Tiffany and Company.
From a basketball player or what?
No, so he impersonated. He basically walked into the store. He's like, I represent the Orlando Magic, team.
Yeah.
And I'm here to inquire about some jewelry for the team. And he attempted to steal $769,000 in diamond earring, or it's just earrings from Tiffany & Co. So after being caught, he swallowed the earrings to try and hide them. So a body scan at the jail revealed that the stolen jewelry was in his stomach. He had a long criminal history and previously attempted a similar theft in Texas.
was he wearing like?
Of course he did.
Now, what was he wearing though? Was he wearing like just a Orlando Magic jersey and shorts? And
I like to imagine that he was wearing like an old Shaq jersey.
Shaquille O'Neal jersey. That's exactly what I was thinking. Super fucking old.
He walks in with that. He's got that on. He's carrying a briefcase, and he's like, he's got like suit pants on.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's like,
He's a professional.
yeah, he's just
Right.
showing like, I'm with the team.
he's got those tearaway pants.
but he's got some. His shoes are are Reebok pumps.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's got those. He's got the Shaq Attacks on. Walks in there and he's like, I'm with the Orlando Magic, and I do business for them because I'm a
Business.
I'm a businessman.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I picture. So I can't imagine I can imagine swallowing earrings. They're small.
Yeah.
I can't imagine $769,000 earrings though.
I mean, they got to be a big carat, right? Like the carat size.
It would have to be like blood diamonds, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know how big that would have to be. If it was $769,000, it'd have to be something like 4 or 5 carat earrings. But that's massive. There had been more to them. Like they were like dangly. They probably weren't studs.
You're right.
They probably were like dangly earrings.
I mean, it's Tiffany.
And so
I
then
mean-
the logic comes.
Oh,
'cause-
so yeah, it could be anything because Tiffany's just fucking expensive.
right. So then the logic of their dangly earrings, like, who are you buying these for the team?
Right.
You know, and it's just,
One of the mistresses.
right. So what's the worst possible thing to swallow and hide from the police?
A big dildo.
I don't. Why are you hiding that?
I mean, why not?
I would show it off.
Why not? I just want to put it in somewhere.
Why'd you swallow it, sir? Because I wanted to.
I think the best thing to hide from, like to hide from the police by swallowing is like food.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I don't know why you're
stealing some like Japanese A5 Wagyu.
You're not
steak.
really stealing it. You're just eating it. Like there's a difference between stealing and just consuming. You know that, right? I mean, it's still theft,
If you didn't pay for it,
but you're not saving it for later.
But I
Like
think
it's gone.
That's like the best thing to swallow and steal, because it's hard.
There's nothing they can do about it.
right, because it's going to process.
You
It's
can't
gone.
sell it like this if I throw it back up.
What are you want it back? You fucking want it back?
Ah. Why'd you eat it like a duck, sir? Just a Wagyu filet, A5 Wagyu filet.
Right.
I want to buy one of those at some point.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. My last thing though is, why does Florida keep outdoing itself every week?
Bro.
There's got to be something up with Florida.
You know what's wild is Florida is where some of the wealthiest people on this planet live.
Mar-a-Lago.
But it's also the same place where people wrestle alligators because
Mar-a-Lago.
they're just too drunk. Like it is just the most ridiculous state.
It is.
It is just, and it's also a place where old people go to die. Like it is, it's a place that you go to vacation. It's like
There's a whole.
It is everything.
There's a
and nothing.
There's a loofah community.
Excuse me?
Okay, have you heard about that?
No.
There's a community there where they put different colored loofahs on their car
Oh.
to indicate what type of swinger they are, and it's an over 65 community.
Cool.
And so different colors mean different.
My
different
favorite
things.
category of porn.
Let me ask you: if you were a 65-year-old widower, is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, why even fight like trying to find someone?
Right?
You're old.
It's
and
like,
you're
do you
eh.
really want someone for the last bit of your life, or do you just want to like fucking get in and have fun?
That's why like STDs are like rampant in like the retirement home community.
Yeah.
Well, I think I had a conversation with Tammy about this. Like that's everybody. I'm pretty sure everyone in nursing homes like have like herpes.
Oh yeah,
or
dude. Yeah,
chlamydia.
no. STDs run rampant in nursing homes.
Dude, they fuck.
Yeah, they
For sure.
You got nothing else to lose.
I mean, you really don't.
You get-
You're not getting pregnant. The fuck you know.
syphilis,
It's just
like,
two
I mean-
just two bunches of spam like slapping uglies. So,
So much
so I
skin.
shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry.
Just,
I'm so sorry.
It sounded like Velcro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like just the skin
Ew.
coming apart.
It's like when you get like sweaty skin and you pull it off. It's like whenever you sweat and you have like bug spray on and then you're just peeling stuff off your skin. That's what it's like with old people. But are you a swinger without a wife?
Well, no, you just become a bull at that point. I think isn't that what it is?
Thank you. I like that. They had some of the young calf, but now they want some of the old bull. Was it
Step Brothers.
Step
No,
Brothers.
it's young buck, old bull.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right.
That's hilarious.
So
That's good shit, Tim.
Yeah, that's it.
I enjoyed that, man. Great
that's
job
it.
putting that together.
That's it. That's all I got. So closing thoughts. Anybody got closing thoughts? We got closing thoughts on this?
Not on Florida, man. I think
No.
I'm
Well, I mean, just in general, I think I don't know if we should, put a like some sort of a poll up or start doing like some sort of like lottery thing where when like an over under on when Kanye's gonna expire.
No, I don't want to do that.
A death
No.
pool.
That's too morbid. I don't
Okay.
want to be involved in that.
All right.
That's like those polls that you can't do in the U.S. But what is it? The betting app where you can like basically bet on anything, like which president was going to win and if it's going to rain outside. Like
Oh,
there's-
like prop bets.
yeah, like that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's too fucked. I'm okay. But 5 years.
5 years. All right, we're saying 5 years. Okay.
I said 5
That's
years.
what
I
Javier said. So I'm just sticking with Javier said.
I hope not.
Just
I hope
to
I'm
be
wrong.
clear.
I hope I'm wrong.
You might be wrong. Well, that's all I got. So you got anything else? No.
Yeah,
Javier?
read more books. I just finished one, and it was really good.
What was it?
I think it's called the.
I think it's called. He didn't read.
I had an audiobook. I don't read. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nothing wrong with audiobooks.
No.
I recently discovered audiobooks.
There's nothing wrong with audiobooks. I'm just saying, like, he's like, I read more books, and he's like, and then
Star Wars.
I think it's called
The Mountain Is You. So you should. It's a self-help book. I've been on a self-help kick.
Really?
Yeah. So you should check it out. It's
Yeah, I'll
pretty
check that out. Another good one for you, Shoe Dog. One of the best.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Fucking love it.
No
It's about
idea,
Phil Knight,
yeah.
for like who started Nike or whatever.
Oh,
like
yeah.
his life story and the transition between like how he became from nothing to what he what it is now. What
Did they
Nike
end
the
up
brand
creating
has
that
become.
biopic?
No, they had the.
I thought they were supposed to, right?
They had the one with Michael Jordan's mom.
Yeah.
And with Ben Affleck and
Did
Matt
it ever
Damon.
come out?
Yeah, I did.
It was really good. It's a really good movie.
Specifically about that shoe though. It wasn't about Nike as a brand.
Yeah, but like I had no idea that he moved to Hawaii to surf and he sold knives.
Yeah.
So
cool.
just to earn enough to surf and eat. That's the only reason why he like went to go knife selling.
I've got some other ones for you. I'll
Yeah.
tell you after the show. There's some really good ones.
Oh, Atomic Habits is a good one.
I've got that book.
Check that out, Atomic Habits.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's kind of along a self-help, but it's like it's about like money management and development, things like that. Shout out to JD. He gave me the physical book, and I want to say it was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And I just it's just there physically. I've never opened that book, and I love him. And I finally listened to the audiobook, and I'm glad that I did because it was amazing. But yeah, I just don't read.
It's just inconvenient. It's not inconvenient.
I mean, I'm driving 2 to 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Might as well listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Tim, how about you? What do you got to?
Any
Any
ebooks?
final thoughts?
Man, I'm just no. I've got no final thoughts. My brain's just kind of empty, and
I just want to go to sleep.
yeah.
I'm with you. Thanks for putting this episode together.
Yeah,
This is really
yeah,
good content.
yeah,
Shout out
really
to
good.
Tim, man. Appreciate
We're
you.
gonna keep this up, and we're gonna get some momentum going. We got some people coming on. We've already shouted out. We're gonna have Bency Jones. He's got a new song coming out.
New album
coming out. So we're gonna have him on at some point in the near future. He wants to play a song.
Yeah,
for
he
us.
wants to perform here in the studio.
So we might clear
Oh,
some
nice.
stuff out and have a little.
And for all of those that have messaged us on Instagram, Javier's going to be getting back with you soon.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to manage our social media moving forward. He said he can't wait.
Hooray!
So
I can't. I'm actually no, I can't wait. I mean, I
just can't.
I really want to get back to old. I want to get back to 2020,
2005.
2020 Funky Panther.
I'm going to say 2000. Like, I'm going to actually put Instagram on my sidekick and then get back to it.
I'm
You
going to
know what
buy
I
a
mean?
sidekick and I'm going to buy a prepaid account and I'm just going to. You're going to see me walking and you're like, what the fuck's that guy using? Like, why's he got a calculator in his hands?
It's gonna end up being like that. What's it, that music video where it's like the Excel spreadsheet?
Oh yeah. That fucking what was that? That Nelly and
What's her name?
Kelly
her name?
Rowland.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's why he didn't get the text because you were on
You're
Excel.
on Excel, you dumbass. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on all things social media at The Funky Panther. You can find all of our things at thefunkypanther.com. Our YouTube continues to grow, so if you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It would go a long way. We're still trying to make that happen and continue to grow, so appreciate you. Call us, text, leave a voicemail, 817-677-0408. Damn, you nailed it. Last week you were MIA.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I had a brain
Fucking
fart.
killed it. Well done. Yeah, that's it. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther. Bye.